to that with y'all up here. I want to worship our ancestors. Then that's when he said, oh, you want to do? He sends us into slavery. He allows our enemies to conquer us. That's what happened. That's why we're here. But in the last days, Christ is coming back to save his people, but only a remnant of them. 2/3 of all the Israelites are going to be destroyed. 1/3 are going to be saved. Only 1/3. Yes. Absolutely. Why? What do you mean? What do you mean he's coming back? Man, you want me to show you?
That's what the talk. What the talk? He loves everybody. Right? Let's see what Christ says coming. Let's go to the book of.
Let me show you this verse. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 12. It says, "But thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk." It wasn't meant for us to be in a captivity and to be getting punished by the Lord, but we did, right? He said, "And are you he that shall altogether go unpunished?" Did the white man pay for his crimes yet? He came over here and destroyed the Native Americans. He went to your islands and enslaved y'all, brought y'all from a whole nother nation, brought us over here. He ain't never had to pay for it from the Lord, has he? No, we had to play as a whole nation. They didn't just take two so-called Africans. They took a whole nation of people and brought them over here. They destroyed the Native Americans were over here. They subjugated them, killed all them off, and put them on reservations. He ain't paid for his crimes yet. Right? The Lord said, "Are you he that should altogether go unpunished? You shall not go unpunished, but you shall surely drink of it." They're going to have to drink of the cup of the Lord's wrath. That's what Christ is coming back for. He's coming back to destroy them, right? But okay, hold on. You wanted to know Christ coming back.
But he answered her not a word. Now, did he bring his disciples?
Check this out.
They walked with him, ate with him, slept with him.
Go to Isaiah chapter 14. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob." You know who Jacob is? Jacob is the father of all the Israelites. One man, Abraham's grandson, he had 12 sons. And each of his 12 sons are one of those nations. Just like you come from his son named Benjamin. I come from his son named Judah. Benjamin, Paul. You heard of Paul in the New Testament? He was a Benjamin.
I'm only seeing.
He would have been a Jamaican or wherever. What do you say, Barbados? He would have been just like you, brother. Paul was from the tribe of Benjamin. Right? Christ was from the tribe of Judah. He would have been a Jew like me. You're a Jew too, though. Right? Anyway, it says the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. That's just another name for Israel. And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. This is not our land. He's going to bring us out of here when the destruction comes. He's going to take us out of all these different nations, even your islands, the ones that know him and keep his law. He's going to set us in our own lands, and the strangers, meaning everybody else, all these other nations, shall be joined with them, right? And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They're going to be begging us to take them with them. That's how much destruction is going to be going on, right? And the people shall take them. We're going to take them and bring them to their place. We're going to bring them to our land. Over there, the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, right? We're going to bring them to the kingdom, right? And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. In the kingdom of heaven, they're going to be your servants, right? For servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Aren't we their captives? They got us captive even today. They refuse to let us go. Why didn't they just take you back to Africa? Your people come from Africa, right?
And he said,
everybody did, but I mean, in the modern sense, they came to Africa and took Jews. The African man sold Jews. They didn't sell other Africans to the white man. They sold Jews. We look like Africans, but we're not Africans. We're not an African. Right. We fled and lived in the Africa. After the Roman, the white man, he came and destroyed Jerusalem after Christ died, 70 AD. He went in there and destroyed everything. So the Jews, they did what they always do. They fled into Africa because Israel and Africa are close. Israel is on the continent of Africa. When the white man came in there, we ran into Africa so we can blend in. That's what Christ did when he was a baby. Remember they were looking for him, they were trying to kill all the babies? You'll read it in Matthew. He was trying to kill all the babies, King Herod. Remember, the wise men came to him and he said, "Well, who are y'all waiting for?" They said, "We come to seek the Messiah. He's been born." Herod, white man, the Edomite, he didn't even know who the Messiah was. He didn't know. So he said, "Oh, okay, well, when you find him, come back and tell me. I want to come and worship you," right? When they went to go find them, the Lord said, don't go back to that Edomite. They went and worshiped and they gave them gifts, remember? The 3 wise men. And they went another way back home, right? Long story short, when Herod figured out that they played him, he said, oh, okay, well, all the baby boys under around 2 years old, kill them. Right? And he killed all the plague. No, he just killed him. King Herod, he was an Edomite. He was a white man that was a king over Israel at that time. He was a transplant. He wasn't a real Jew. He was a fake Jew. Like these fake Jews that go around here with the curls and stuff. You're a real Jew. But they stole our identity and called us black. They said, we're black. Sent us on slavery. Long story short, this white man called himself a Jew, and he was over us at that time in Jerusalem when Christ was around. Right? That's how he got killed. Long story short, when he was a baby, the angel Gabriel told his daddy to take him into Egypt. And that's where he stayed for a while till Herod was dead. He came back. But he went to Egypt so he can blend in with other black people. But he's not an Egyptian. He's not an African. He's an Israelite. Just like you. You're not an African. You're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. It's like we're Israelites. You know? It's a mighty thing.
So like,
no, this is it's not Christianity at all. It's Christianity is a man-made religion. It's a white man. This is white supremacy. Israelite. This is not a religion. It's your heritage. It's who you are. It's not a religion. It's your heritage. It's just who you are. This is not a religious book. This is like a history book. It's more than a faith. It's who you are. This is like reading your family book. Like your granddaddy did this, and this is who you talking about. These are your people. Everybody that wrote Isaiah, he was an Israelite. Jeremiah, Israelite. Ezekiel, Israelite. Every Israelite only wrote the Bible. There was no Chinese man who wrote the Bible. He didn't write no books. The white man didn't write no parts of the Bible. Yeah, that still makes she's not an Israelite. If her daddy is a Caucasian man, if his daddy is a white man, then she's not an Israelite.
because my dad is
It goes by, let me read it. It goes by the seed line of your father. Whatever the father, because the man has a seed, right? The man. Let me read it. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1, and verse 18. You ready? It says, it's talking about the Israelites. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees, meaning their bloodline, after their families by the house of their fathers. So if you, just like your daddy, he had a kid by a wife, right? The kid, regardless if it's a girl or a boy, is still an Israelite. Irregardless of what, the seed comes from your daddy. That's what the baby is. Your mama is the seed from her daddy. Her daddy could have been, her mama could have been happy. She could have looked happy, but it is right. Whatever your daddy is, that's what you are. Whatever your daddy is, that's what you are. So you're going to have all Israelite kids. I don't care who you have kids by. You might have kids by, and I hope you don't, but you have kids by a Chinese woman, African, white woman, whatever. It's still going to be Israelite, regardless of how they look. If it's your seed, it's going to be Israelite. That's how the Lord said it. There's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. There's no such thing. I can't spiritually be a white Israelite. Can I spiritually change myself into a Japanese Christian? The Lord comes for a bloodline. He made a promise in the beginning, and he got to fulfill that promise. He's only sent to the Israelites. Irregardless of what white preachers try to tell you and all that, they lying. Let me show you. They're gonna try to show you that for God so loved the world, John 3:16, right? Did you know that the Bible it talks about many different worlds? There isn't just one world. There are many different worlds, right? I guess you could call it that. I don't know about that term. I'm not the young 40 fan. Yeah? So what I mean by worlds is there's an animal world, an animal kingdom, and there's an insect world and sports world. There are worlds inside of worlds. So when he said the world in John 3:16, he was talking to another Jew, but he wasn't talking about everybody on the planet. If he was everybody on the planet, he wouldn't have killed those Egyptians. He wouldn't be killing people today. Let me show you what world he's talking about. This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. That's eternal life, right? You shall not be ashamed nor confounded. We're not ashamed because we went into captivity, our ancestors. That was a punishment. That's what identifies you as an Israelite. World without end. It says, you shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Israel is a world without end. We're going to continue to create. We're not going to, we have everlasting life.
Yeah, it would be impossible
To stop it. Yeah. What is this? This is the world that Christ was talking about. Remember, he said he can't lie, right? He said, I've only been sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. There you go. Imagine a country with Negroes in it, only Negroes in it, West Indians, like your people, the Bahamians, all them islands, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians,
And his father,
Puerto Ricans,
was filled with the Holy Ghost. And prophesied,
Native American, Indians.
let's see.
How y'all doing? Hello, y'all Israelites according to the Bible, y'all. Argentinians, Chileans, Colombians, Uruguayans, Mexicans, all of them are one nation of people. Believe it or not, in the book of Genesis, Jacob, like I was telling you, his name was changed to Israel. Before him, there was no place called Israel. There was no people. This man named Jacob wound up wrestling with an angel, and the angel, he won. And the angel called him, changed his name to Israel. His name was Jacob, Abraham's grandson. You read it in Genesis. He had 12 sons, and his 12 sons had these nations that come out of him. But they were all one nation. This is the entire nation of Israel. So all these people, imagine a country with all these people. We got Puerto Rican, Puerto Rican women, Dominican women, your women, the West Indian women, you know so-called Negroes, you know what I mean? You know, us, the black men, over here in America, not the Africans, but the so-called black men. Imagine a country with only us. Oh, I met another brother from Canada. His name was Josiah. Yeah, we talked to him too. Okay. Yeah, he's from the tribe of Benjamin. We talked to him too. He's from the tribe of Benjamin too. So both of y'all Benjamites, just like Paul. The brother Paul, he was a Benjamin. Paul in the New Testament. He was a Benjamite too. Yeah, mighty man. The first king of Israel was from Benjamin. King Saul, he was the tallest man in Israel. Yeah, he wanted to be wicked. But nevertheless, yeah. So if Paul was around today, he'd be a Benjamite. Same thing as Moses. Moses will be a Haitian. Moses comes from the tribe of Levi, right? Christ comes from this tribe. You heard of Joshua? Joshua, the mighty man. In the book of Joshua, he will be a Puerto Rican. He's a mighty man, a warrior. He was Moses' successor. Moses left, and then he came up. Mighty man, killer. You know what I mean? We ain't do nothing but war, man. We all killers, man. Straight up. That's how the Lord had us. We just war. We war like people. They conquered us right now. We're going through a punishment. Christ is coming back to save his elect. That's us. Only us. He can't lie. He said he's only our God. He can't lie. You know, I showed you that because when Christ was around in John 3:16, he didn't have the New Testament to say, yeah, God so loved the world. He didn't have that. Christ was reading out of the Old Testament, right? Because the New Testament wasn't even written while he was walking around. It was written after he was dead, right? So he didn't have the New Testament to say, yeah, John 3:16 and Acts. It wasn't written. So Christ read out of Isaiah just like I showed you. Isaiah 4, he read in the Old Testament. That was the only Bible around. It was the Old Testament. It wasn't no New Testament. So when he said world without end, Israel is a world without end. That's us. We're the world. He's not talking about the entire universe. Everybody on the planet not going to be saved. Israel is his world. Israel is the world that he wants to save. He created everybody because they're going to be served. To put it like that. To put it short. Because I can read some precepts, but to put it short, he made some people for his, everybody's made for his pleasure. But some people have to go into captivity. Some people are made to be destroyed. They're made just to be, they're walking, they're talking, but they really walking dead people. When he comes back, he's going to destroy them. Some people are going to be thrown into the eternal lake, forever. But ultimately, the other nations, the Edomite nation, which is the so-called white man, everybody, all these other nations, if you're not an Israelite, you got to go into slavery for 1,000 years. After the 1,000 years is up, these other nations that get to go to their own, they're going to be in their own land, right? After the 1,000 years, we're going to, within that 1,000 years, we're going to be beating them and making them keep God's laws, because they don't keep God's laws. They don't keep God's laws right now. A man got to have a beard on him, right? He got to have fringes. Well, anyway, they don't keep his laws. We're going to make all these other nations worship God the right way, right?